As someone who recently transitioned from a traditional desktop to the MINISFORUM UM790 Pro Mini PC, I've spent several weeks putting this compact powerhouse through its paces. Let me walk you through my experience with this intriguing piece of hardware that promises full-size performance in a package smaller than a textbook. The first thing that struck me about the UM790 Pro is its surprisingly robust specifications. At its heart lies the AMD Ryzen 7940HS processor, an 8-core, 16-thread beast capable of boosting up to 5.2 GHz. Paired with 64 GB of DDR5 RAM and a 1TB PCIe 4.0 SSD, this mini PC immediately positions itself as a serious contender for power users. The inclusion of AMD's Radeon 780M integrated graphics adds another layer of versatility, particularly for those interested in light gaming or GPU-accelerated workflows. Setting up the UM790 Pro proved straightforward, though I did encounter some initial challenges with BIOS access that required assistance from MINISFORUM's support team. Once past that hurdle, I installed Kubuntu Linux without any driver issues, a pleasant surprise given the sometimes tricky nature of hardware compatibility with Linux distributions. All ports functioned out of the box, including the dual USB 4 connections that provide Thunderbolt-like capabilities. Performance in daily use has been exceptional. As a web developer, I regularly work with multiple virtual machines, Docker containers, and resource-intensive IDEs. The UM790 Pro handles these tasks without breaking a sweat, maintaining smooth operation even with 20+ browser tabs, video conferencing, and background compilation processes. The 64 GB RAM configuration ensures that memory pressure remains low during heavy multitasking sessions. Gaming performance defied my expectations for integrated graphics. While it can't match dedicated gaming rigs with high-end GPUs, the Radeon 780M delivers respectable frame rates in modern titles at 1080p. Games like Baldur's Gate 3 and Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous run smoothly on medium settings, while older titles and indie games achieve buttery smooth performance at higher resolutions. I managed to push some less demanding games to 4K resolution with careful settings adjustments, though 1440p appears to be the sweet spot for most AAA titles. The cooling system deserves special mention. MINISFORUM's ColdWave 2.0 technology combines liquid metal thermal interface material with an active memory and SSD cooler. During normal office work and coding sessions, the device remains virtually silent. Even under gaming loads, fan noise stays at a reasonable level, noticeable but not intrusive. The aluminum chassis helps dissipate heat effectively, maintaining stable performance during extended use. Connectivity options are generous for such a small form factor. The front panel houses 2 USB 4 ports capable of 40 Gbps transfers and DisplayPort Alt mode, while the rear offers 4 USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports, dual HDMI 2.1 outputs, and a 2.5G Ethernet jack. This configuration allowed me to drive 4 4K displays simultaneously, creating an expansive workstation setup. The inclusion of Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3 ensures strong wireless connectivity, though I did notice some limitations with peripheral range. My wireless mouse became unreliable beyond 6 feet from the unit. Storage flexibility is another strong point. The dual PCIe 4.0 M2 slots support RAID configurations, enabling users to prioritize either speed or redundancy. My review unit came with a single 1TB drive, but adding a second SSD for additional storage or a RAID 0 array would be straightforward. The graphical BIOS interface makes disk management and overclocking adjustments accessible to intermediate users. While the UM790 Pro excels in many areas, there are some considerations potential buyers should note. The power supply situation requires careful planning. While the unit supports USB-C power delivery, you'll need at least a 65W adapter for reliable operation. Some users have reported reliability concerns, with one unit failing completely after 6 weeks of use. MINISFORUM's support appears responsive based on my interactions, but the company currently only offers Skype-based assistance, which might not suit all users. For home theater enthusiasts, this mini PC shines as a silent, capable media center. It handled my 4K HDR content flawlessly, with the fan remaining inaudible even during sustained video playback. The lack of optical audio output might disappoint some AV purists, but the HDMI 2.1 ports support EARC for those with compatible sound systems. Looking to the future, the inclusion of AMD Ryzen AI technology suggests MINISFORUM is positioning this device for emerging machine learning applications. While current implementations are limited, this feature could become more valuable as AI-accelerated software becomes mainstream. The UM790 Pro's balanced approach to performance and efficiency makes it particularly appealing for developers working with local AI models or machine learning frameworks. In conclusion, the MINISFORUM Venus UM790 Pro Mini PC delivers remarkable performance in an impressively compact package. While not without minor quirks like occasional BIOS navigation challenges and wireless peripheral range limitations, it succeeds as a versatile solution for power users, casual gamers, and professionals seeking a space-efficient workstation. The combination of top-tier mobile components, thoughtful cooling design, and extensive connectivity options creates a compelling value